All right, so I want to take you through something I do in my own practice. YouTube is a really great source of information. It's how I learned everything about AI engineering, to be quite honest with you. I'm a 30-year network engineer, but the AI stuff is something I've only been into for the last 3 years. So YouTube is a wealth of information, but I don't have hours upon hours upon hours of my day to actually watch this as much as I want to. I have a job, I have a family, I have hobbies, I have shit to do, I have a dog. Um, so what I've developed is a workflow that takes this YouTube link, right? We can go in here and we can post it. We're gonna do captions first. So it's an API call. It gets all the captions. Post that. We're going to do a deep dive. I'm going to select my model here. This is a AgeniusDesk. This is a program that I built to manage all of my agents, my infrastructure, my workflows. I can go into that deeper if you want me to, but we're going to use Anthropic. We're going to use Sonnet 4.5. Actually, you know what? Let's use the OpenAI for this one, and let's use 5.2 mini. Where's it at? 5.4. Yeah, 5.4 mini. This should be good. So the cool thing about this is I can pick any provider I want and I can compare the outputs. So what I do here, I have a research vault in my own knowledge and file structure. Anything that I want to learn, anything that I want to implement, anything that I think is worthy of saving goes in my research vault. And a lot of that is YouTube content. And instead of watching the videos, trying to manually download the transcripts, what I have now is an API call that pulls the captions. Then I have whatever model I pick here go through and do a deep dive. It pulls all the key concepts, all of the commands, all the systems, all the workflows, everything within there, and gives me a breakdown of the entire video. And this is not only good for me, but it's good for me to point my agents at to learn things and to implement things within our own system. So it's like a recursive learning pattern. It's really important to have a research vault within your knowledge system, I believe. So anyway, we click the deep dive button, we click run, and it's going to hit the API, grabs the transcripts, unsupported max token is not supported for this model. Okay. So that's not going to work. So we're going to go here. Let's go to Anthropic. Let's just go ahead and use Sonnet. And let's run this again. Oops. It's got to post our YouTube link. And always finding problems. So we'll have to chase that down later in the logs. And now Sonnet's going to go ahead and do a deep dive breakdown on this, and it's going to save it in my research vault. And now I can use this research in other projects. Now I can point any instance of Claude that I have running at this and be like, hey, how can we implement this in our own systems? Or hey, what do you think about this? Or hey, let's build based off this architecture. The possibilities are endless. And again, we have all the knowledge at our fingertips. It's just a matter of getting that in a place where your agents can actually use it. And this I found super helpful. I have a whole breakdown on my website of how to build this. It's very easy. You can even probably point Claude at my website for this. It has all the code. It has everything in there. And it could probably build it for you. So I'm going to share that too in the comments. Let me know what you think. So this is the breakdown. Harness engineering, what separates agentic from engineers right now. It gives the thesis, the concepts, the architecture, systems, and workflows. I mean, it lays everything out for you. And this is the breakdown. It's still running the deep dive, which will come next. And then it also gives you the full transcript. It saves it all. So it's just a really good way of building research and making not only yourself smarter, but your systems that you work in smarter. Because I'll be honest with you, I don't read half this stuff anymore. I just have my agents read it and implement it, and it's been working great so far. I'm pretty much just a really high-paid QA at this point. Just make sure that things don't go off the rails and that it does what it's supposed to do. There you go. Now I get the deep dives there. Doesn't take too long. I mean, it really goes into a lot of detail. Why the design rationale for things, conflicts with established practices, direct quotes, any noise that you want to ignore, underspecified, one paragraph synthesis of it all. So it's just an interesting little workflow. It's very helpful, especially when you're trying to absorb some of this knowledge, because there's so much knowledge out there and it changes so fast, and you got to be able to keep up with it at machine speed because that's the way it's being produced right now. And this is how I do it personally. Hope someone finds this interesting. And yeah, thanks. Talk to you later. Peace.